Hi, I'm Sharon.
Hi, I'm Yarn Boy, better known as Rich.
Yes.
And this is KS Knit Styles.
Welcome to episode 152 of Knit Style. I'm going to count on you to remember that.
Yes, 152, that's right.
Because I always forget. I have to look it up before we start. Well,
I have to say.
Yes?
When you first put this light up K&S on my bar, I was horrified, mortified.
I know you were.
And I did not like it.
I know you didn't.
And I wanted to strangle after the show. But you convinced me that the K&S is very good.
Why?
And thank you.
I don't even want to know
Of course,
why.
after convincing me, I'm going to have to change the name from Knit Styles to Kinky Sharon. But you convinced me it's a perfect spot. So here they are.
Kinky
And tonight, Kinky Sharon. Ooh, baby.
Does that mean I have to live up to the name?
Yes, you did last time when you convinced me that would look good there. Yeah, okay.
I am not titling this episode Kinky Sharon.
Come on.
I'm not titling it that.
What a great episode name, Kinky Sharon.
No. No.
Kinky Sharon. Oh, okay, anyway. Let's get back to reality.
Oh, yeah, let's, please.
Ah.
Please, let's get back to reality.
First, I have to say...
Oh, wait, before you start, I just want to say... For those of you who are new and are looking for a knitting show, yes, this is a knitting show,
it's
honestly.
A knitting show.
It's a knitting show, trust me. So, yeah, what were you going to say?
Well, should we talk about knitting first? No.
Let's talk about knitting. So this is a knitting show where I talk about knitting, spinning. Sometimes Rich talks about knitting. Not very often.
Not very, once a month when I pick up my thread and
We've been
needles.
Too busy. Honestly, we're getting ready to today we mailed out our retirement papers. It took such a long time. Took such a long time to get them together. It was a pain in the neck. So we're busy with all these little things that are driving us crazy.
Plus, work is difficult this time of year anyway. And you have a second job, dyeing, obviously.
Yes, I have. I
don't mean dyeing. I mean dyeing yarn, not dyeing.
Yarn, I'm not dyeing.
You only dye once.
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about knitting. So I just want to show off, I have a finished object. A finished object is called an FO, and it's not really finished.
An FO, what a clever name.
An FO.
FO, finished
FO.
object. Whoa, hey.
Okay, so I finished my Snowmelt shawl.
Ooh.
Isn't it pretty? I think it's pretty. So this shawl is by Helen Stewart, and it's a fairly new release. She released it in the early spring, hence the name, Snowmelt Shawl. And I cast it on in April and finished it early May, and I absolutely love it. This is my hand-dyed yarn. I dyed this yarn.
Yes, I know.
So
that's what it looks like when it's all knitted out.
That's what it looks like. This is a very muted color combination, and that's exactly what I wanted. I did not want too much of a contrast. Honestly, I have to say, for me, not for others, I'm not a big fan of contrasty shawls, like with bold color stripings. I really love the fades that people are doing nowadays. So anyway, that's why I dyed this yarn to be very muted and not so contrasty. So the lavender color is French lilac, the gray is purple rain, and the peach is fairy tears. And I think they coordinate great together. And I did have this color combination as a pre-order in my shop, but it's not there now because I am too busy right now to dye pre-orders. So it will come back, and I'm going to have other color combinations.
What do? You use like the purple
so
rain on one, and then you skip to the next?
Yeah, so you start with the gray. So you start here, I started with the gray, and then I alternated the gray and the lavender, And then I switched, I broke the gray color, and then I switched, no, I broke the lavender, and then I alternated with gray and peach.
Wow, that's pretty talented.
And then I continued on with the gray and the peach into the lace section. See the little peach here? And then I broke the peach, and then I I broke the gray, and then I continued with peach and gray. And then the very, very last is just lavender and then the gray at the bottom. I'm sorry, just before it's peach and lavender, then gray at the bottom. So I love it. It came out awesome. Thank you for asking the question. You're so sweet.
It's very nice.
I'm gonna block it and wear it next week. I just didn't have time. I cast it off a couple days ago. I didn't. Zero time to block. Tonight?
just that? No.
With KS?
With KS. No, I mean.
Yeah, you're not kidding. That's the thing. Okay.
All right.
Anyway, let's move right along.
Yes.
Okay,
I'm doing my homework here.
I actually have to go get something to show off the next thing I'm knitting.
What do you have to get?
I just have to get something. I have to get something. So.
Okay. Do you want me to keep everyone entertained? My little.
Can I trust you to keep everybody entertained? No. Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't
Where's
you?
my pocket puppet?
All right, so you keep everybody entertained.
Okay.
And I'll cut it out if it's too bad. So you can talk about your drinks and all that while I go get my stuff.
Huh, good. Hi, welcome to Bar Time with Rich. Now that we got rid of Sharon. So anyhow, here I am. I'm doing a little homework. This is gin on the rocks with a slice of lemon. Now, why would he be drinking gin on the rocks with a slice of lemon, you ask? Well, it's simple. I'm doing homework. You see, we are going to Edinburgh in March, and some lovely young woman has asked, volunteered to show us around Edinburgh. So, I am immersing myself in everything there is to know about Edinburgh. And this is the first part of my homework. And I'm sure she will know what this means. This is Edinburgh gin. And I must admit, it's a fine gin. And we are going to the Edinburgh distillery and take the tour. So, I am taking this very seriously. So this is going to be a very nice trip. Anyway, I'm doing a little bit of homework and research on Edinburgh and its famous gin. They're also more famous, I guess, for Scotch, but I don't like Scotch, but I do love gin. So, when I did a little search on what kind of liquor they serve in Scotland, I figured, oh, I'm just going to find, Scotch whiskey. But no, I found out they're very big into gin, and Edinburgh gin was right on up there. So, to Edinburgh gin, I will be on your tour. We will be on your tour. I'll drag Sharon along. I think they have flavored gin, which I have never seen a flavored gin in this country, and I go to a liquor store that is enormous. To bring on... Anyway, I already did my little...
I know,
on Edinburgh,
and
I appreciate that nice lady willing to show us around.
Yeah, totally. And, yep, okay. So... let me talk to you about the next thing that I am knitting. I cast on a new project because I finished the Snowmelt shawl. So naturally when you finish a project, you cast on a new project.
Yeah, you're in there. You're in the picture.
I know. I just want to move over junk. Okay, so my new project, and I didn't bring a picture of the pattern with me because, like I said, I'm not prepared. But the name of the pattern is Knitting by the Pool. And I will pop a picture of the completed shawl in the show.
Oh, so in other words, you can knit that in September.
Yeah. It's a little inside joke. We need a new pool. And
You bought the pool.
We bought the pool.
And they're delivering it pieces by piece, but can't get an installer.
Can't get an installer. Anyway, who cares? So this shawl is called Knitting by the Pool. Ooh, look how that's showing up, that color. Look at that.
It's a nice color.
Isn't that pretty? I dyed this.
It looked like our pool when it wasn't doing too well one day.
It does look like a green pool.
I wouldn't go in that water, but...
Anyway, I dyed this color. I haven't decided what to name it yet. And this is very special
Algae.
yarn. Algae. I am not calling my colorway algae. I am just not.
Okay, well, I thought it was an appropriate color.
It was an appropriate color for what you're talking about. Feel that yarn. Okay. This is a new base that I'm dyeing. A new yarn base. It is a lace weight. It is a combination of merino wool, silk.
I've heard that name before.
Silk and sea cell. And it is my absolute favorite yarn base ever that I've ever knit. And I was super excited when I got the chance to purchase some and able to dye it. So I dyed some for me, and I also dyed some for you guys. And I wish I had more dyed, but I'm going to explain to you why it takes so long for me to dye this. So I dyed this as a gradient. And this shawl will be a gradient.
Little skeins.
Yeah, little mini skeins.
Little baby skeins.
So I dyed this as a gradient. I want you to help me hold this up, and hopefully you can see the gradient. So this is first. Hold it over there. Wait, don't hold it yet. This one is next. This one is... Wait, just want to make sure.
Make sure
Nope, switch it.
Moving
This
around.
this one.
You're going to have to guess which one was first and which one was second now. That's the name of the game. It's called the shell game.
All right, so let's hold these up. You hold these three, I'll hold those two. Okay, so I dyed this as a gradient, and I think you can see it on camera. So this is the darker one over here, and then it goes lighter.
Hey, I'm the darker one.
It goes lighter, 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 lighter. So I'm knitting a fade because I started with the darkest. So you can see this is much darker than what?
I have a great name for this.
What?
Avatar.
Avatar?
Yeah, isn't that the name of that movie? Those green people running around.
They're blue. The people are blue.
Oh, they're blue?
No,
goes to show you how much I watched that movie.
Okay. I didn't watch it either.
I thought they were green.
But I know they're blue.
Oh, okay. They're blue. All right.
Anyway,
they were green.
So let me see if I can get it to focus all the way in. So here they are. This is my very first gradient in this beautiful green. I thought about calling it Spring Fade because it's kind of like it's a fade. It's a springy color, and they're fading from dark to light. So this is about 868 yards for these four skeins, and I had to do a little bit of math because
that's your weak point.
No, it's not my weak point. I'm great at math, higher level math. I'm not so good at low, like adding numbers. So I just had to figure out how much of each skein to knit into this shawl, because this shawl only takes 665 yards, and I want to make sure that I use all the colors. So I can't knit
I know,
all
then you
of
wind
each,
up, yeah.
or I would never get to this lighter color.
So you had to take probably about 90% from each one.
So I probably took 50% from the first two, and then I made it greater and greater as it's going on. So I only have color 1 and part of color 2 in this shawl so far, and you can't really tell yet. You can't really tell the gradient, but you'll see it as I move along. I also dyed another gradient, another color.
Ooh, purple.
And this is a berry color. I also haven't decided what to name this one. And here, you want to hold this? So this is the darkest. Oh wait, there's only 4. Hold on. There's the next one.
Okay. Ooh.
Okay.
Okay. You sure this one's a dark? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I also did this beautiful berry colored one.
It's very pretty.
Thank you. And then the lighter colored ones have just a hint of variegation to them, and I love it. It's very beautiful. So let's see if I can get a close-up.
I'm sure you'll get a close-up.
So there they are. Dark to light. And I think they came out really beautiful. I'm really happy with how they came out. So I have the green, and I'm going to have the purple, and only one of each in the shop this week. I also dyed a gray one for myself, and I wanted to dye a gray one for you guys, but again, didn't get around to it. And
boy, there's a lot of them in there.
And again, I did math because I am knitting an even star shawl eventually.
I like the light gray.
Isn't it pretty?
Yeah, light gray is very pretty. What's my color of my sweater going to be again? Light gray, right?
No, it's tan.
Oh, okay.
So
you could make me a gray one too.
Even star.
I wouldn't throw it out.
Your border, I want the border to be the darker color. So the border takes up probably half of your whole shawl. So I dyed almost a full skein of this darker color, and then I did the gradient from there.
Ooh.
Isn't that pretty? Oops.
I just thought of something.
What'd you think of?
If you knit me a gray sweater, you can knit the neck and the cuffs and the bottom hem darker and make the rest light gray.
I could.
That would look really nice.
I could. We'll have to talk about that.
Especially as I'm bopping around Edinburgh.
Mm-hmm. Your sweater's going to be tan, though.
Okay.
Okay, so anyway, so I went from dark gray to the lighter gray on that. And this is mine, but I am going to dye a gray gradient as well, eventually. I've had these dyed for a couple weeks, and I wanted to get more dyed before I showed them off, but it didn't happen. That's okay. How many more days till retirement?
Tomorrow will be 32.
Okay, 32 more days till retirement, and I can spend more time dyeing.
We didn't go to work today. We stayed home.
Well, we had things to do. We had medical things
yes.
to take care of, and we had business to take care of.
But
so
in the meantime, and
off.
in between, we went out to lunch.
We did go out to lunch. We had a great... We're going to talk about that later.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I will have more time to dye come summertime, and I have a lot of plans to do more gradients and fades, and I have ideas. So, let me know what you think. Give me some ideas of what you want to see in the shop. I would have loved to have provided a 5-skein set for the Hohi Locatelli mystery shawl that's coming up, because I actually wanted to try knitting one. I just don't have the time right now. I can just do my regular, I'm doing a bunch of other things, and it can't happen for me right now, but it will eventually. Okay, so that's what I'm knitting. I'm also knitting some socks. So I'm knitting socks in doctor's appointments and, you know, car knitting and that kind of thing. Socks aren't my main thing to knit at all, but I like them. I like knitting them. So this is the Arnie and Carlos colorway. Yep. I dyed...
Nice little mittens.
They would make...
It's a nice pattern for a mitten.
Isn't it
really
pretty?
is a very pretty pattern for a mitten.
Yeah, well this... Yeah. Actually, I may have enough left to do mittens.
It is a beautiful pattern for a mitten. Isn't it pretty? Yeah.
It's called a fake Fair Isle pattern because it's one continuous... this strand of yarn makes that pattern. Isn't that cool?
That would make a great mitten.
Well, I'll make you mittens. If I have enough, I'll make you mittens. These are for Troy, these socks, because he asked me for a pair.
For snow blowing. When we get to know snow blowing.
And maybe ice skating. He's been into ice skating. So anyway, so these are... I dyed this, I'm doing contrasting heels and toes, and I dyed this toe color. So, it's just, doing this
very
toe
nice.
up.
You make nice socks, too.
Very nice. And
very
then...
talented. Married to such a talented woman. Really.
You are so sweet, honey.
The stuff you can knit is amazes me.
You're talented, too. You're
very... Socks.
Yeah.
What? Talented what? Drinking.
No, you're very talented with visuals and decorating, things like that. You're very good with that. And then I put a little dent, tiny little dent, in these socks. This is Woolen Vine Yarns in her Blitz base. And the colorway is Everything is Awesome. I don't think she's dyed it in a while. And I'm on the heel, and look how pretty this heel is. I'm doing a heel flap on this one.
Pretty cool socks, actually.
Aren't they cool?
Yeah.
And I just love how the heel flap, every stitch is a different color. And I just think it's so, so pretty. And that's it. That's all I've been knitting.
Well, your new socks that you knit make it like a glove.
This, I can't wait because the lace is going to start soon. I think I have one more row after this row, and I can knit lace on this one. And I love knitting lace. It's my favorite.
Do we ever show those socks?
What socks?
That you knitted me?
Which ones?
The last pair.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I showed those. Yeah. Definitely. You love them. You love those socks. You have
Guess
them.
what's going with me to Edinburgh?
You're very excited. You're
3
more.
pairs. I can't wait to go.
I know. I'm excited too, and I'm excited for you. We're gonna have a great time. It's gonna be really nice. Okay.
Our cruise will be nice, but I don't like being on a boat.
We'll be fine. All right. So the next thing, I actually bought some yarn. I do buy yarn occasionally when I see things from dyers that I love and admire. I haven't opened these yet because I like to open them on the show. So this is an unwrapped or an unboxing, if you will. So the first skein of yarn, they're both self-striping sock yarns.
Okay.
The first skein of yarn is from the very talented dyer Kirby Werby, and Kirby Werby just started dyeing again, and I just love her color sense. She just does beautiful colors, and she has fun names. And so here's the package, and
ooh,
wow, isn't it?
I like the fact that there is black in there. That is cool.
I could knit these for you if you like. They have purple and pink, but
those are wild.
Aren't they wild?
Yeah.
Okay, she says it's sparkle. Oh, yeah, it is sparkle. Okay. So,
that's very nice.
Isn't it pretty?
I like the black. You don't
I know.
You don't dye anything with black in it.
Because black is hard to knit. It's hard to see, especially for people with older eyes like me.
Oh, okay.
So that's why.
Forget it. I could never knit it.
That's why I don't dye black.
But it makes a nice.
It's pretty.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I do want to get a skein of Kristen's black yarn she's been dyeing and knit it in the summer because I love it. I forget the name of it, but it's very pretty.
It's called black yarn.
No, it's. I forget the name. I can't think of the name right now.
Is it all black?
It's all pretty much black tonal with gray.
Wow.
So anyway, so this color, this is by Kirby Werby, and this color is RBF. Do you know what RBF means?
I could think of a few things, but I won't say it.
Maybe you might be right on the money. Anyway,
no, it's
the colorway. Oh.
And something else.
Oh, okay. So the colorway is RBF. Google it. So if you Google RBF, it will tell you what it is.
Kirby Werby, those very nice. I like that.
Aren't they gorgeous?
Yeah, it's
well,
beautiful.
And they'll stripe into stripes like that.
Oh wow! They will?
Yeah, all by themselves.
Wow. Cool.
Yeah,
you don't have to do much except just. Even an idiot like me could knit things.
It's very easy. You don't. Yes, you could knit socks. Anyway, so RBF means it stands for resting bitch face.
Oh. Okay.
And what it is, it's this.
Oh, your normal look.
Your normal look.
Your normal look.
My normal look is.
Yeah. Oh, bitchy face. That's a normal look.
I do look much better when I smile. I'm trying to smile more on the show. But yeah, RBF, resting bitch face, and it's a thing. You can Google it; it'll pop up. It's a thing. Okay. Women, we have, everybody has that RBF. We don't smile all the time. You never smile. You always have an RBF on.
RBS. I thought it was always PMS.
It's RBF.
Oh, okay.
Face.
RBF? Oh, I thought it was RBS.
Resting bitch face.
Oh, that's you for... Okay, anyway.
Okay. So
very nice yarn, Kirby.
Yes. So the next color, her name is Cherie. The next color...
Well, it says Kirby Werby, so... I don't know. Who
And you're going to hear a little crinkling because I'm going to open it.
Yeah, I know why you bought these two. Mm-hmm. It's beautiful stuff. I like those colors too.
Okay, so this is by Jinx Yarns, and I know her.
Oh, good.
Lara from Jinx Yarns, and she also has a show. She has a podcast.
Oh.
And she is such a talented dyer, incredibly talented, has been doing it for a long time. And she specializes in self-striping, although she does gorgeous variegated colors as well. And this, I love this. This might be next on my needles. Look how beautiful.
Well, that has everything in it.
She's so talented. She's amazing.
How did you do that? I don't know how you dye some of the stuff you dye. I have no idea, but this is like unbelievable.
Okay, so this is, to me, self-striping yarn is alchemy. Like, it's a lot of math. So what you have to do is you have to wind the skeins into a giant loop, like huge, almost as big as this room. Like, you have to wind the skeins into a giant loop.
Oh.
Then you dye just a certain section in order for it to make a 4 stripe when you knit.
Well, that's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
Holy.
I mean, they're not cheap, these yarns. I mean,
no, I can
they're
see
expensive.
why, the amount of work that has to go into that.
But you know what? They're so lovely. And this one in particular, oh my goodness. Lara did a beautiful job.
I
Isn't
could
it nice?
sleep on that, yeah.
Well, I can knit these for you.
No, that's too beautiful. You make your own. I have enough of everything. I just want my sweater in time to go to
Yep, I'm going to cast that on soon.
Scotland.
So anyway, this is 4 rows of red, 4 rows of gold, 4 rows of yellow, 4 rows of green, 4 rows of green, blue, and 4 rows of blue. And what she did was she dyed them as a self-striping, and then she over-dyed them in black. And I'm in love with this. It's just gorgeous. I just love the over-dyed black. It's just so rich and beautiful. I love it so much. I don't know if she still has this in the shop, but the colorway is Jinx's Palette, because she loves these colors. And so do I, apparently, because they're gorgeous. I can't wait to knit this. Okay.
Wow.
And that's her
That
card.
was some nice stuff.
Yeah. You want to see my nice stuff?
Let's see your nice stuff. Wait a minute.
What?
This is the first show in quite a while you haven't pulled out a bag by Donna.
I will pull out a bag by Donna.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe she didn't make any new ones.
She didn't.
Oh, okay. Well, I like looking at her old ones. They're
Well,
so
as a
good.
matter of fact, I'm keeping my knitting in this beautiful green one.
Bag, but yes.
The green one is matching my green yarn, so that's fun. Oh, and you know what? Before we do my yarn, I forgot. While we were having lunch today out, I posted some questions on Instagram for people to answer.
Oh, you did?
You wouldn't even know.
I wouldn't even know, no.
Okay, so I posted couples Q&A.
I bought a pair of shorts on eBay. I mean, it's
You did? While we
No.
were... Oh.
Just figured I'd say that if it's knocked me off the bar stool, I would. Now I'm going to go order them. No.
Okay, so couples Q&A. Rich and I are recording this afternoon. Post questions for us here. So here I got some questions. All right. Todd wanted to know what I was eating. Hi, Todd. And I responded in the post. We were eating spring rolls and sushi for lunch. It was very good. Okay, so Love's a Mystery posted, "You two are so cute together. How did you meet?"
Well, I used to work as that wasn't my full-time job, but I had a part-time job as a water aerobics instructor at a local health club. And
it was 1989.
Yeah. Wow, that's a long time ago.
It was 1989.
And anyway, I normally wouldn't put my bathing suit on until right before class started. So I was standing there in regular clothes, and I was talking to a woman, and who always took my class, and she had a bathing suit on. And Sharon, who normally would never take that class, took it because one of your classes was canceled, and you wanted to do something while you were there. So you came in, and she came up and she said to the woman, "Oh, are you the water aerobics instructor?" And she said, "No, he is." And I looked at her, and she looked at me, and it was love at first sight. I looked in her eyes and said, I said, "I hope this woman isn't married."
Oh.
Because I had a class with all kinds of married women chasing me all over the place. I mean, I had men lined up who looked down in the pool because there were so many women in the water. And they would all wear bikinis because, for whatever reason, and it used to be like amazing. But anyway, yeah, that was we looked in each other's eyes. And then during the course of the class, I asked pointed questions to find out if she was married, and I found out she was divorced just like I was. And we went to the juice bar afterwards and had a drink, and that was it. It was love at first sight.
It was.
If anybody told me that, I would say, yeah, bullshit. There's no such thing as, but it was love at first sight, and we have been together married 26 years, and together for what, 27?
You know, it's funny. Usually I tell a story, and hearing you tell a story, I'm getting a little teary.
No, well, it is.
You're telling
it
the story.
is one of the
so
most
funny.
striking. I will never forget that moment that we looked at each other. I can't. I cannot forget that moment.
I'll never forget that moment either.
I mean, I admit I had a couple bad I'm really, because I married for all the wrong reasons. I married early.
I'm his third wife, by the way.
Yeah.
But we've been married 26 years.
Yeah.
So we get along great. I put up with your crap. No, I'm kidding.
No, I don't give you any. No,
No,
I don't give you.
you don't
any
give me any crap at all.
You
I'm
never
just
had so
kidding.
much support in your life.
I know. I'm just kidding.
It was just you were in a bad marriage, and I had married too young, right out of service. You got married way back in, back then.
Yeah, you were young when you first got
And we were complete opposite, my first wife. We were complete opposites. Opposites do attract, but they don't stay together, I hate to tell you. And the second marriage was a bumper offshoot romance. I mean,
You took your time after the second divorce.
yeah. And after the second divorce, I did take my time. I didn't really want to get married again. I never thought I would. I said, that's it. I obviously can't pick anything right. And then I met you that night, and we've been together for a long time. Jeez.
So when I tell the story similarly. My side is my class was canceled. I was going to do, the circuit upstairs, and I'm like, nah, I don't want to do that. It's really boring. So I looked in and I said, oh, water aerobics. I never took that. And then I saw two people standing there talking, and the woman had a bathing suit on. She was holding a book, so I thought she was the instructor. And I stuck my head in the door and I said, hi, I'm interested in this class. I have some questions. Are you the instructor? I just happened to have my bathing suit with me, too, because I was going to go in the hot tub after my workout. And she said, no, he is. And again, like Rich said, we looked at each other, and your eyes were like, wow, like smoldering, like we was really connected right then and there. It was like weird. It was the weirdest thing. So it's a really good story. I'm glad.
Yes.
I'm glad somebody finally asked that question. Thank you,
sorry
Loves
they
the
did
Mystery.
by now.
I know it's kind of a long story. Sorry about that, but yeah, that's why it's a very sweet story. So, okay, so let's go to the knitting aspect of this show.
Yes, please do.
All right, so let me try to pronounce this username. Sinhanvita asks, what has been your most challenging knitting project? So I thought about this, and I actually have two. Next week I'll bring my other one. My first one was my Aeolian shawl, because I was a less experienced knitter when I took that on. But my most challenging knitting project, and Rich saw me bring it down here, and I'll pick it up and you can tell what it is while I pick it up. You know what it is? My most challenging knitting project?
Is that your most challenging knitting project?
Yes. I would say so.
Well, it's not my most favorite of your knitting projects.
Well, that wasn't the question.
I
It was
know.
the most challenging. Okay, so this. Hold it out so people can see. It's huge. This was my most challenging knitting project. In many different ways. Not that it was hard knitting. Well, some of it was. If you can see.
Because I had drugs when you knitted this. I don't remember this.
You know why?
Why?
You know why you don't remember me knitting it?
I don't remember this. I must have been...
Okay, so
I
it
don't
goes
take
on
drugs,
and
but
on
obviously
and on.
something must have been wrong.
Because I knit it in pieces. You knit each square.
Oh, okay.
So this
I
is-
never really took note of it.
This is called the Great American Afghan. Great American Aran
I
Afghan.
didn't want to go up on Afghan.
And you knit it in squares. So you knit each.
All right. I see the squares now.
So
I don't remember any of this.
So the yarn store was doing a class.
Oh, that's where you knit it most of it.
I knit it at home. No, I knit it.
Oh,
as a matter of fact, this was...
At night, she's upstairs, I'm down here.
But I knit it in the car. I knit it everywhere. You probably just didn't notice.
You knit everything everywhere anyhow.
I know.
You could be giving birth and you'd be knitting in the middle of birth.
So anyway, the yarn shop was doing this as a class, and I didn't take the class, but the yarn store owner said, oh, here's the yarn, and I was like, oh my God, I have to knit this. This project was crazy. It took me 8 months to knit it, and toward the end, I constantly, this is all I knit on because I wanted to finish it. It's like 4,000 skeins of yarn. Some like crazy amount of yarn.
It's thick.
It's very thick. And
Jesus.
and you knit these pieces and then you seam them together.
Why isn't it on a bed in winter? What
It
are you
should
using
be.
it for?
Well, I use it by my chair in the winter to warm myself up. I have put it on.
Put the cat on your lap. Put that on her bed.
Okay, well, I don't want the cat on this, that's for sure.
No, it should be in a bed. I think it's really warm.
It's been in our living room for months. You haven't noticed it?
No.
Oh my God. It's on a
Oh, that thing that hangs over. Oh,
yes.
Okay. Oh, I ever noticed the thing that hangs over the thing. Whatever that.
I have a quilt display rack. And so it's hanging on that.
And it's always covered with all the yarn that she dyes and that she's going to sell and that she's going to take pictures of. That's why I never noticed the damn thing. That's where it is. Okay.
And if you check this out.
Oh, now I remember. You won, yep.
So wait a minute. I gotta get the camera to focus on that. So in 2015, I believe, I entered this at the New York State Sheep and Wool Festival, more commonly known as Rhinebeck, in the commercial yarn category, large object, and I won first place.
Yes. Okay, now I remember that. Yes, you did. You were very proud of that. And well,
I was proud of it. So I am an award-winning knitter, I must say, and I also have won things at the fair. Like I won actually Best in Show at the fair a few years ago, but I can no longer enter in the fair because I am now considered a professional because I make money working in the knitting industry. I was, I don't teach anymore, but I was, and so when I entered in the fair, I wasn't teaching or dyeing, so it was legal. But anyway, so yes, this was my most challenging knitting project. I mean, you had to look at this sweater, this little baby sweater.
Little baby in there, yeah.
It's a sweater.
Looks like a little baby Irishman. Looks like an Irish fishing.
Where? Which one?
Right here, this one. Looks like an Irish fishing sweater right here.
Oh, yeah, that Irish sweater, yeah. Yep. So, yes, this is my most... And then, to put it together, all the squares are a different size, and they all had different counts. Stitch counts. It was ridiculous. So I couldn't really do mattress stitch on it. So what I ended up doing, and the back actually doesn't look too bad. I did slip stitch crochet, and I crocheted them together. And it worked out great, and it's holding beautifully. So I wish I could get this whole thing in the frame, but there's no way.
Yeah, no way.
It's gigantic. But there's lots and lots of cables and lace and...
there's everything in there.
I mean, lots of different construction of the...
Oh, here's a tree.
Yeah. There's a tree.
I think we're holding it the wrong way.
No, it's folded over.
Okay.
Here's a tree.
A little sweater and a tree. And
here's a fish. A fish.
Oh.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
It's pretty, yeah, it is. Some guy drinking. Oh, no.
There's a spider.
Yes, the spider is over here, isn't it? No, over there. Oh, there he is. Oh, yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Thank you. I love it.
Is there a stain on that?
There is a little stain on it. I'm going to have to wash that. So, yes, that is my most challenging.
You know what my favorite thing you knitted is?
What?
And I think it's the most beautiful thing I've ever laid my eyes on.
Oh, wow. What is it?
It is the Estonian lace shawl you knitted for our daughter for her high school prom. That, to me, is the most beautiful thing I have ever seen.
That's the one that won Best in Show at the fair.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
Yes.
That to me was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, they loved it there. I will get
You
that,
got that
and
on
show
next
that
week.
off.
Yeah.
I have to
that
find
is
that.
unbelievably
It needs to
beautiful.
be reblocked and washed because I think it was in her dorm for like 5 years.
It needs to be fumigated first.
It's still in good shape. It just needs work.
But
it needs a little work.
That was beautiful. I
thank you.
couldn't believe how beautiful that thing was.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. You're a doll. Okay. All right. Oh, we have lots of questions.
Uh-oh.
Okay, hold on.
All knitting, I hope.
All right. What are Rich's post-retirement knitting plans? Brioche? 2 at a time socks with afterthought heels? Lace? Ha ha! And that is asked by Destined to Knit. This is all hard stuff.
No, I'm going to knit a
cowl. Cowl. He's knitting a cowl.
And wear it to Scotland.
Let me talk a little bit about brioche.
About who?
Brioche knitting. My viewers know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
You don't know what I'm... Brioche... Brioche is kind of like a double-sided knitting. And I did knit something with brioche a long time ago. I took a class. And it is now in the frog pond. I did not enjoy knitting it. I think I might enjoy it more now because I'm more experienced. However, I'm not a fan of the look of brioche, honestly. I think many pieces are absolutely gorgeous and lovely and just beautiful, and I'm tempted to cast them on. But it's not my favorite thing. So you're not going to see me knitting brioche. Okay. Question.
Yes.
Destined to Knit asked that last question. She also asked another one. Do you think that you two will ever dye together? I love his appreciation of your beautiful yarn. Will we ever dye something together, a color?
Oh, I meant the other thing.
I hope we don't.
Maybe we'll dye together like those old people. They move their beds together so they can croak.
Let's hope that's not for
I
a
don't
long
know.
time.
I would like to try dyeing.
Okay.
Again, once we retire. Right now, it's...
We should have that tattooed on our forehead. Once we retire.
It's the summer, and there are a billion things to do outside, and we're going to be retired. But in the winter, yes, I would love to try it.
Okay, cool.
But my colors are going to be different than yours.
That's normal.
Yeah.
We're all different.
I want the darker dye colors.
We are... All the dyers are so different. I mean, if you look at the difference even between...
No, to me,
between Lara and Cherie. Cherie is like neon all the way. She's a neon girl. And Lara is definitely the more muted, even though Lara dyes beautiful, light, girly colors too, she's definitely, her preference is towards the darker colors. And that's cool, you know. I mean, we're all different. That's why there's room for all of us dyers. We all have different senses of color. So that's what's cool about it.
Yeah, I will try it though. I want to try it. Just see what it comes out with.
Okay. Hey, Miss Muffet asks, love your podcast, yarn, and everything. Are you going to Rhinebeck this year? It's my first time. Yahoo!
Yeah, we're going to be. I haven't been there in a couple of years. Was it last year? Was it my leg? Or
no,
was it
2 years ago you hurt your leg and could not walk.
Oh yeah, it was since. Yeah, I was out of it. That was gone. That was before the operation, or was that right after the operation? Rhinebeck.
I think that was before the operation. Yeah,
my
you were in bad
bad.
shape.
Yeah,
Rich was in really bad shape.
Last year I didn't go. The kids went.
You had something to do. Oh, I went with Donna.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right.
So this year you're going with me on Saturday. This year I am
going, yes.
Because you have to go to the podcaster meetup and meet everybody together with me. So yes, well, we live only 40 minutes away. So
yes.
Yeah, we are definitely going.
I love it.
And hey, Miss Muffet, have a great time at Rhinebeck, and I hope to see you and meet you there. Everybody who comes, I hope to meet you.
Oh, in a year after, we're definitely going because I'm going to buy a kilt. So look for some fool in the kilt, and you'll know it's me.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, and watch for 2018.
Yes.
Rich will be wearing a kilt to Rhinebeck. There are others who wear kilts to Rhinebeck.
Good.
There is a spinning wheel maker who wears kilts.
Yes,
I can't think of his name right now, but Merlin Tree, he wears kilt. Okay. One more question. Moralzily, I think. I love watching the podcast. How long have you been dyeing? what made you want to try it? I'm wondering also if Rich will try dyeing. We have that answer. So how long have I been dyeing? I've been dyeing, I started dyeing last August. So it's coming up on a year of me dyeing.
An amazing progression.
Thank you, sweetheart. And
you were very unsure of yourself when you first started, but now you are like a pro.
I would hope so.
It's like
I sell my
amazing.
stuff. So it's a what made you want to try it? Well, I have always wanted to try dyeing, but just never made the time to do it because I knew that once I started it, I wouldn't be able to stop because I love color and just seeing how it mixes with one another. I'm not explaining myself well, but I don't know. I guess I have that inner artist in me. I'm not an art major or anything, but I have that.
But you have that ability.
That
artistic ability.
I have that inner drive to do it. So I knew I was retiring, and I thought, let me try to make a go of a small yarn business. And I started it last September in anticipation of retiring. It's going well. I'm very happy with it.
Going very well.
And that's
what. And once we retire.
And I also wanted to say one more thing, and I've been wanting to say this. I love dyeing yarn. I don't do it, to make a little. I mean, it's nice. No, the extra money's nice. It's okay. Love it. I really enjoy dyeing yarn, and I'm hoping it's showing through on my colorways. And I wouldn't do it if I didn't like it because I don't need to work, honestly. And I don't need to work after I retire. We're very comfortable and whatnot. But, I'm hoping that this is something that, I can really enjoy and then to bring some joy to you guys.
The amount of work you put into it, and it shows. And I have a good friend, that always said people should work at the job they love to do. And that's something you love to do.
It is something I love to do. All right, I do have one more that just popped up.
Ooh.
Liza Sladen asks, have you two ever been to Germany?
Have been where?
Germany. Have we ever been to Germany?
No, and the fact is I am German, 100%. Both my parents come from Germany.
Pretty much your whole family has been to Germany except for you.
Everybody's been to Germany except me. And it's not on my bucket list at the moment. No,
yeah, no,
I'm sorry, it's not.
But I
would like to see it. I love the Bundesliga. I watch it all the time. But most of my relatives are gone, and the ones that aren't, I don't know who they are.
Yeah.
I've never really met them.
I'm German as well. We've never been to Europe. I've been to Canada, Mexico. I've been to the Bahamas. Where else have I been? We're not very well traveled outside of the United States, really.
No, but we're going to start.
But we're going to start. Honestly, it was the time factor, of it's hard. I don't really like traveling in the summer because it's just so busy and
everybody travels in the summer.
Right.
How many people go to Scotland in March?
Maybe quite a few. I don't know.
But not as many as go in July.
Yeah. That's true.
And
so we want to start traveling on the off times when the kids are in school,
and I
so
would
it's
like
less busy.
The following year, I'd like to go to Ireland and Portugal.
Yeah.
Two European countries a year is what my...
Okay.
And that Germany may well come. I just don't know which city to visit. I want to visit a quaint, beautiful place where everybody's happy and friendly.
Yeah.
My family is originally from Neuburn. Mm-hmm. Which is near Würzburg, I believe. And I even have a map of Würzburg.
Aren't they happy and friendly there? They're German.
I don't know. I've never been there.
Okay.
But Germany is probably a beautiful place.
It's probably lovely, I'm sure.
Yeah,
so.
like all of Europe. It's just the old buildings and everything. Yeah,
So we're pretty excited.
Yeah.
We have lots of great plans.
At some point, I think I will hit Germany. Mm-hmm. And tell me where you live, and you can show us around. No.
All right, that's it. Wow, that was long.
Woo.
It's going to be a long show.
Okay.
Okay, so I do have yarn to show you.
Oh, you mean we're not done?
So, real quick, so this is...
Oh, I like this. So you can't be bringing this stuff out that I like. I mean, it's not good.
Yeah, so this is the Splash Pad Party pre-order. I already had a whole bunch of orders for this, and I still have some pre-orders left. And I love this color, and I love dyeing it. It's lots of fun. So this is Sexy Lifeguard. I never dated a sexy lifeguard.
Bullshit. You dated a sexy aerobics instructor in the water.
That's even better.
Yeah. By the way, 5 years of teaching water aerobics gave me the worst case of athlete's foot that you could ever possibly imagine.
TMI.
I still have it all these years later, and it will never go away.
All right.
Oh, this I like.
This is Fallen Fairy. I have 2 skeins of that. I have one on the MCN base, the Posh base, and I have one on the Bling base.
Well,
and I think
I can't wait to do a podcast from our fairy garden.
I know.
If we ever get it set up.
And I still have 3 bags left from the Fairy Fantasy Kit. And you can also, with the bags, order just yarn now or just the bag. So you don't have to order them as a kit. So I'll put that option in there. So that's Fairy Fantasy.
Very pretty.
And I don't have a lot of new colors this week because I was doing a lot of pre-orders. So I only have 2. This one. So if you guys like this, jump on it because one of them has already been claimed, this one, by my daughter. She was walking by the other day and she saw my yarn and she said, "Oh, Mom, that green is gorgeous."
But if you love it, I can strong arm her.
So I said, "Would you like me to knit you socks out of that?" And she said, "Yes." So this one is going to be hers, but I dyed these. I'm calling this Sea Turtles. Doesn't it remind you of sea turtles, like when they pop up out of the ocean and they're kind of green and murky and with the turquoise? It's that real dark, beautiful green. I love these. I think they came out really pretty. So this is Sea Turtles. And just one more. Okay, so I have a lot of this next color because I was just experimenting on the shade that I wanted.
They're nice too.
Aren't they beautiful?
Yeah. They're beautiful summer colors. Oh my God.
Yeah, please. So,
give me another one.
Take 3.
Ooh, these are very.
Put them, there we go. So this is Minty Cupcake.
I like that.
Thank you. And these 3 are a little bit lighter. One of them is going to be mine.
Oh, okay.
Because I want to knit
like
a Helen Stewart.
Ooh, I like that with the little. Ooh, that's nice.
Of what? Of little what?
Little,
oh,
yeah.
This one has a little more of a pop of fuchsia in it. That's the only one that has the fuchsia in it. I'll list these all separately and take separate pictures of them. So
I got more than you do. Oh, okay.
So you're gonna make my skeins talk now? There you go. There's your child. There's your
skein.
Rich wants to write a children's book, so maybe you could write a children's book about talking yarn. We're getting punchy.
Yes. Well, I have this glass of self-filling gin. You're not drinking anything.
I'm not drinking anything. This is Minty Cupcake. It's got beautiful speckles. Thank you. This just minty green. So let's end this because we've been talking for an hour. That's insane, but fun nonetheless.
Do we have to? Can't we stay here all night and do this?
You're the one who's usually complaining. Oh my God. Anyway, have a good week.
And
happy knitting.
And
cheers.
Da, 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 da. Okay.
That worked really well. Oh my gosh, that was long. Whee, doggies. Oh Oh my goodness.
One of these days I have to use my bosun whistle and blow out.
Blow what? What do you mean? All right, that's what we'll do in the beginning of next show. You can use your bosun whistle.
Okay. Well, can I wear my English Navy hat?
Yes. Okay, are you gonna go sit down so I can get you in the frame?
Maybe.
Okay.
I'm putting my keys in there so I won't get in there. Okay. I'll sit down. Make sure you put the sound on, please.
The sound is on. What's this week's drink? I see you made a drink. What did you make?
Oh.
What is that?
Well, don't worry. I have to bring this into the...
Oh, all right. So we're not going to talk about that right this second. We'll talk about it in a minute.
Until I'm ready.
Until you're ready. Okay.
Yeah. Want me to tilt the camera a little bit?
No. Don't touch it. I think we're good. Oh, yeah. That looks good.
Think we're good?
I think we're good. Okay. Do you remember what we say? I say hi.
Yes,
okay.
I know. You
All
say hi.
Okay.
You ready?
Here we go.
Eins, zwei.
Okay.
Right.